nominations for principal representative and alternative. And at this particular juncture, we usually get around and have a cup of tea and discuss who should be the members and who should not, and where we should go from here. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that today. But Tara, I think the idea is if we can, if everybody is in agreement with what's on the 2 slides, we will agree to sanction this as far as our executive committee is concerned. And in a few days' time, we'll obviously send out notices of the final executive committees and the membership thereof, and obviously the management committees. Is everybody in agreement with that? Chairman, are you happy with that?
I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Yes,
you
yes, Derek.
Thank you very much, guys, for putting forward your nominations for next year. We greatly appreciate it. And dare I say that we are going to continue, obviously, under the chairmanship of Aggie and obviously Sanjeev, and with Stephen Reinicke as the alternative member of the executive, which we appreciate tremendously. And we also thank Ryan Harrison from IMCD for putting your name forward to become part of the executive committee. We greatly appreciate your participation, and we look forward to dealing with you. And I
Thanks,
move on
Derek.
to the next one. Absolutely. As far as the ex officio members are concerned, obviously, Megan, you as chairman of the education committee will be part of that executive committee. Donald Wasson, obviously from a technical point of view, the technical committee. Danny Grady from the OCCA representative, and Gary van der Merwe, and if I may include Gary, Gavin Biggs on this one as chairman of the retail committee. I've had a private discussion, obviously, with Gary over the last week as far as the formation of a new retail committee, which he has very, very thankfully, or shall I say very, very gratefully, from our point of view, accepted the role as chairman, which we appreciate tremendously, and we look forward to creating a very meaningful retail committee, which I think is tremendously needed at the moment in that market.
Thanks, Derek.
I was going to put up this. I had to put it up because it was such a lovely potty break advert, but we won't have a potty break. We'll just go straight on to the South African or the SAPMA Executive Committee, which I just mentioned, and then obviously, if I can ask our chairman to announce the appointment of the new executive director. Aggie.
Okay, I'll take over from you, Derek. As far as what's happened in SAPMA over the last 10 years, and before that, actually, Sanjeev was vice chairman of SAPMA, and then I joined in 10 years ago, and Terry Ashmore was president, chairman at that stage, and then Derek joined. So we've been together for the last 10 years. And I must say what Sanjeev said earlier about Derek's, it's been absolutely amazing, Derek. You've done so much for our industry. We're going to miss you. We know you're going to be there as our consultant and advisory capacity, but you've done so much. You've turned the organization totally around. I'm sure the guys will all agree with that. And well, it's time to move on. We'll still be in touch. And we've appointed a new chairman, executive director. And it's all Derek's work here because he appointed the staff at SAPMA's head office over the last 10 years. And Tara has been one of our gems, and we're going to appoint her as executive director. So Tara, can you please say yes or no to it? I'm sure you'll be an amazing director here, and because your work has been very good over the last year, and thank you for that. Sanjeev is going to remain on. Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. You've been really good, and I'm sure Derek's choice has been excellent. Yeah.
Thanks for that reassurance, Aggie, and I look forward to working with the team and all the members of SAPMA and PT as well.
Congratulations, Tara.
Thanks. Thank you, Sanjeev.
You come in right at a difficult time, eh? Tara, you come in right in the middle of a difficult time, but I'm sure you'll get through it.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. And Tara she will rise to the occasion. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that she will be most successful in this role. She has the character, the personality, and above all, the energy. And I endorse and I support Tara 100%, particularly during these very difficult times, and that she knows that she has my 100% support on this one. But there are, if you don't mind, Chairman, me just saying thank you to a few people, because it's something that's very close to my heart, obviously, to my 10 years. In fact, in 2009, Terry and Barron approached me to run SAPMA for a year. And that year proved to be quite a long one. In fact, it's now approaching 11. But to Terry and to Sanjeev, to Aggie, to Sean Ben, to Steve Reinecker, to Bobby for the chairmanship and the working on the lead. Thank you very, very much for all your help, for Daniel and Jag and Donald Wasson, Tony Stella, Danny Grady, and just so many others. And I mean, Ivor, thank you for your tremendous assistance in not only just the COVID-19 pandemic, and providing all the information, but for all the participation that you have assisted SAPMA with over the years. To my good old friend Jan de Beer, who's been a friend for nearly 40 years, and for all the hard work that he's done, it's been tremendously. There's just too many people to thank. But you know, I remember once saying that after 30 years in the oil industry, that I said that if you cut me, GTX would pour out. Well, I think it probably would do, but it'll be colored now. I think it's definitely going to be colored. But thank you very much for all the tremendous support and for teaching me a lot, and for your patience in teaching me an industry. And it's an industry that I hold very close to my heart, and I will certainly be there in backing it in any possible way that I can in the future. Thank you. Thanks, Jevon.
Thanks, Derek. Thank you. We're going to general now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Derek. Carry on, Derek.
No, I only have one bit. It's something somebody's been nagging me quite badly that wants to set up a laboratory and says if there's anybody selling second-hand laboratory equipment, please can they contact SAPMA, and we'll make a plan somewhere along the line. Thanks. That's all I've got to say. Thank you.
In general, has anyone got anything to say in general? Anybody want to make a comment? Anything you want to add? Any questions you want to ask?
I think we've already. I think there is a future date that we can put up. Tara, I think the 15th of August, we've agreed to the next executive committee.
That's correct. Thanks, Derek.
And I think it's only fitting. I think it's only fitting that the new executive director close the meeting.
Before you do that, may I say something?
Yes, you may.
Thank you very much, and it's been an absolute pleasure being a listening participant of this meeting. And I just want to say a very quick thank you to Derek for everything that he has done for the coatings industry as a whole. I know that he set a very good firm foundation, which he is in his whole manner and his whole being, for the continuation of SAPMA under the guidance of both Tara. So I am just absolutely thrilled that you're at a position of being able to oversee and just take a step back and steer something from a distance. The foundation has been excellent. I have every confidence in Tara, and I am just really grateful that she has got incredible mentors around her to be able to do that. So thank you so much, Derek, and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Gary. That's very kind of you.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you. We'll be in touch. We'll still be in touch. We'll still be communicating with each other. You've been a good friend over the years, and thank you for that. And Sanjeev, to you also, and Stephen Lightly also. Thank you very much, you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Aggie, for the kind words, and the same compliments to you as well. And yes, Derek, we are going to miss you, but as I said, to begin. So look forward with the second innings.
Thank you, Sanjeev. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for coming to the meeting.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.